All right, we're going to do the excretory system now, which would be the kidney, the ureter, and the bladder. Okay, now if you have a female, you're going to have to work around, because if you have a female, here's the urinary bladder right here sticking out. You have a female, you also are going to have the body of the uterus and then two small horns coming up. You'll have to work around them. Since this is a boy, not going to have to do that, but I am going to have to worry about the vas deferens, so I'll get to that in a second. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the kidney. So you can see I've taken the digestive tract and rolled that away. You can do this on the left or the right side, does not matter to me. Okay? And then if you look, there's a nice, you'll feel in there, there's a hard area. That's the kidney itself. So the first thing we're going to do is get some of this fat out of here. If you have a uterus, you're going to have to work around the uterus. You're going to have to move it. Let me have a female. Let me show you this on camera so it's on the video. Let me bring this female in here. So I move this over. This will be a lot brighter on the camera. All right, let me just show you on the, here's the uterus right here. The body of the uterus is right there, and then it splits into two horns, left and right, and I'm holding them. So maybe if you have the female, let me show you that real quick. Female, what I'm going to do is just, there's some light connective tissue that kind of anchors the uterus. I'm just going to peel this, but you got to be careful because really quickly that's going to get into, that's just all fat. Underneath here somewhere is the, oh, there it is. I'm just going to work through this fat. We use the round side. The uterine tube and the ovary are going to be up here at the end of it. And I don't want to rip that off. Good news is you have two shots at it. Just working through the connective tissue and following that, the blood supply. Come on. Wow, this is fatty. So you can see I just worked that, and we can come back and dissect this a little bit more cleanly. There's the entire uterus right there, and then I can feel in this fat, we'll clean that later, the uterine tube over the top, and then the ovaries sitting right in the center. So if you dissect that first, you can move that out of your way. There's the urinary bladder, and then there's Nat's kidney right there. Okay, so we'll be able to work down through all of that fat once the uterus is out of the way. So that's how you handle the uterus on that side. Now our boy cat, we don't have a uterus. Here's our boy cat. He's back. All right, there's my kidney. Okay. Now I have all of this fat in here. What I'm going to do is just gently with my finger on the bottom of the kidney. Did you see I just kind of scraped that out of there? And I'm just going to, just with my thumb and forefinger. Be careful on the center line though. I don't want you to tear the ureter. I'm just going to take that pad of fat out. The next goal, I'm going to grab the kidney with my fingers, and it should have fat on the front of it as well. I'm going to peel that out. So you can see my kidney's pretty free right now. Here's my kidney. It's like a banjo. There's still a little bit of connective tissue on here, so you can just go back and clean that off. All right, there's my kidney. Now coming in the front on the midline, there should be 3 tubes. There should be a big blue one. Dun, dun, dun. Did everybody see what I did there? Round side. Scraping, scraping. Oh my goodness. Where's the artery? Why are there 2 blue ones? There are not supposed to be 2 blue ones. Why is there 2 blue ones? Oh, you gotta love the Mink. Where's the ureter? And then there's another, oh, there it is. All right, I'm gonna find the red one in a second. Down below here, there should be a single tube. See it right here? It should be white, translucent, I don't know, like a off tan color, if you will. That's the ureter. That's how urine gets from the kidney down to the bladder. So we're gonna track that in a second. I still wanna look for this red one. Oh, and I found it on the back side. I flipped my kidney over. And there should be a pink one too. It's right here. Let me see if I can, I'm trying to sift my way through all this fat. Anybody see the technique? I'm literally, you scrape in the direction of all these structures, nothing will tear. It looks good on the, it's going to look really good on the video. Again, flipping the kidney over. The pink one is right there. Come on, I got it. The pink one is right there. See it right there? So you might have to flip it over. Sometimes you can see it on the front. So we have two, I don't know why we have two. Maybe that's just a specialty with, that's a nerve. So the pink one is the renal artery. Renal always refers to what organ? Crazy guess. Kidneys, very good. The pink one is the renal artery, and the blue ones are renal veins. And don't forget, your kidney is specifically designed to remove nitrogenous waste and other materials from your bloodstream, and then dissolve those wastes in water, and that makes what? Water plus nitrogenous waste equals? Urine, is what we say in high school. Urine. Urine. We don't say pee. Okay, that's forever on YouTube. Way to go. Right, so we have artery, vein, and then the third tube is the ureter. And I do not want to rip this. I want to track this thing all the way down until it comes into the back of the bladder. That is in the way. Let's tuck that over there. Hey, easy. Easy. All right, so there's the bladder. It's pretty small in these minkies. So I'm going to bring this and put a little bit of pressure on it. If you wanted to, you could even pin it. And I want to track this ureter. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay. Does everybody see this tube this real thin tube right here? That is the Ductus Deferens. And there's one on both sides. Here it is on this side. That's coming from both testicles on this boy cat. They're going to come together, and then the prostate gland is right on the back of that junction and adds seminal fluid. If you don't know what seminal fluid is, you can look that up. So I'm going to have to work around that. If you have a girl, guess what? You don't have to worry about this part. I'd say this is probably the toughest part. I'm going to work around that ductus deferens and try not to cut it as I remove this fat from the side. And then I'm going to remove this little pad of fat from the kidney. Probably going to need 2 forceps here. Oh, are you kidding me? Doesn't want to come off there. Just cleaning off just cleaning all this connect tissue off of my bladder, because there's another tube going out that I want you to see. I'm almost done. Be careful in here. Those are nerves. I'm going to cut those away. Nerve, nerve, nerve. All right, here's the ductus deferens. And that actually exits the body wall and runs outside, because the testicles are outside the mammal, because they need to be lowered and raised to maintain constant what within the sperm? Anybody know? Temperature, no doubt about it. They have to be at a constant temperature, which is cooler than the body temperature. So that thing runs outside and then comes back in. So right there's the ductus deferens. I'm going to finish this tube. Here's the ureter that I have in the forceps now. It's going to come right underneath the reproductive structure and right into the back of the bladder. Ow, crap. Hit my head on there. And again, so much easier on the female, because you won't have to negotiate under this little loop here. And I want to bring that into the back without cutting it. You only have to do this on one side, okay? Because it's going to look exactly the same on the other side. Now what I'm going to do is keep coming to the front, and I want to remove some of this connective tissue. I'm looking for the exit tube, and once I get this fat out of here, I'll be able to get it. You can see, take your time in here, remove this fat so it's nice and clear what we're looking at. Okay, I found it. And then coming out, there's the top of the pelvis. Can everybody see this real white section right there? Yeah. Coming out of there, diving under there, there's an exit tube right there. That's the urethra. And the urethra will terminate in the penis, which I currently have off camera, so I'll show you that next time. So I'm just kind of cleaning this off to the side here just to make sure I have a good dissection. And you can see there's the top of you can feel pure bone right there. and then right behind there is the prostate gland. I don't see his prostate inflamed, so I'd say this guy, little guy, does not have prostate cancer. Looks like he died of other causes. Oh, this looks good. So now I have the bladder, the urethra is dissected, the ureter, renal artery, renal vein, and kidney. That's the excretory system. What do you think? After that, all I have to do is show you digestive, show you the boy reproductive stuff. That is your last physical dissection you have to do. Get her done. Nice work.